The magic of reality. The magic of reality. How we know what's really true. Chapter 1. What is reality? What is magic? Reality is everything that exists. That sounds straightforward, does it? Actually, it isn't. There are various problems. What about dinosaurs, which once existed but exist no longer? What about stars, which are so far away that by the time their light reaches us and we can see them, they may have fizzled out? We'll come to dinosaurs and stars in a moment. But in any case, how do we know things exist, even in the present? Well, our five senses, sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste, do a pretty good job of convincing us that many things are real. Rocks and camels, newly mown grass and freshly ground coffee, sandpaper and velvet, waterfalls and doorbells, sugar and salt. But are we only going to call something real if we can detect it directly with one of our five senses? What about a distant galaxy, too far away to be seen with the naked eye? What about a bacterium, too small to be seen without a powerful microscope? Must we say that they do not exist because we can't see them? No. Obviously, we can enhance our sense through the use of the special instrument, telescope for the galaxy, microscopes for bacteria. Because we understand the telescopes and microscopes and how they work, we can use them to extend the reach of our senses. In this case, the sense of sight and what they enable us to see convinces us the galaxy and bacteria exist. How about radio waves? Do they exist? Our eyes can't detect them, nor can our ears. But again, special instrument, television set, for example, convert them into signal that you can see and hear. So, although we cannot see and hear radio waves, we know they are a part of reality. As with telescopes and microscopes, we understand how radio and televisions work. So, they help our sense to build a picture of what exists. The real world, reality. Radio telescope and X-ray telescopes show us stars and galaxies through that seem like different eyes. Another way to expand our view of reality. Back to those dinosaurs. How do we know that they once roamed the earth? You have never seen them or heard them or had to run away from them. You don't have a time machine to show them us directly. But here we have a different kind of aid to our senses. You have fossils, and we can see them with the naked eye. Fossils don't run and jump, but because we understand how fossils are formed, they can tell us something of what happened millions of years ago. We understand how water with minerals dissolved in it seeped into corpses buried in layers of mud and rocks. We understand how the mineral crystallized out of the water and replaced the material of the corpse atom by atom, leaving some trace of the original animal's form imprinted on the stone. So, although we can't see these dinosaurs directly with our senses, we can work out that they must have existed using indirect evidence that still ultimately reached us through our sense. We can touch the stony trace of ancient life. In a different sense, telescope can work like a kind of time machine. What you see when you look at anything is actually light. The light takes time to travel. Even when you look at a friend's face, you are seeing them in the past, because the light from their face takes a tiny fraction of a second to travel to your eyes. Sound travel much more slowly, which is why you see a firework burst in the sky noticeably earlier than you hear the bang. When you watch a man chopping down a tree in the distance, there is an odd delay in the sound of his axe hitting the tree. Light travels so fast, and we normally assume anything we see happened at the instant we see it. But stars are another matter. Even the sun is 8 light years away. If the sun blew up, this catastrophic event wouldn't become a part of our reality until 8 years later. And that would be the end of us. As for the next nearest star, Proxima Centauri, if you look at it in 2012, what you are seeing is happening in 2008. Galaxies are huge collection of stars. You are in our galaxy called the Milky Way. When you look at the Milky Way's next door neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, your telescope is a time machine taking you back 2.5 million years. There is a class of 5 galaxies called Stephan's Quintet, which we see through the Hubble telescope spectacularly colliding with each other. But we see them colliding 280 million years ago. If there are aliens in one of those colliding galaxies, is the telescope powerful enough to see us? What they are seeing on us at this very moment, here and now, are the early ancestors of the dinosaurs. Okay.